be smarter than her when it comes to like math equations and 8 miles an hour, but she's smarter than you when it comes to dating because she's married.
Yeah, she said, but she's attractive. She doesn't have to try hard. She doesn't have to try hard.
So you do?
Yes.
So you're admitting on the show right now that you're not attractive.
I'm not as good looking as her. Definitely, I'll say that. I'm not as good looking as her. I am better looking than what you guys say I am.
Whoa, who told you that besides Alana? You had a week last week.
I did. There were 7 days in it.
There's an extreme disservice being done to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Anytime someone said, hey, you're a pussy, your life was in danger.
I did not have sex with him.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Ugh, what a horrible image.
Projekt X.
MorningShowCentral.com. Wait till now to fix my microphone. I have like 10 minutes to do this.
Wait till I start talking, and not when the mic was still turned off.
It's the Projekt X Show. For the 3rd week in a row.
Woohoo!
What? I think we've hit our stride again.
You think?
I think.
This is it, right here? This is the stride?
Yeah. One of many.
Oh, boy.
I just felt left out because I wasn't messing with my mic. So.
Yeah, I didn't realize that the stands had been switched. I'm so used to this that I didn't realize that I could actually adjust mine so I'm not bending over and talking into my navel.
I'm Otter to my left, is Pat to my left, is Girl to my right, Johnny 5, Rooster still MIA, Chris, that must see every man in the production studio, and Cherie, semi-normal, our intern, in the green room, doing stuff. And
maybe not for long.
Maybe not for long. Before I get to anything else, I saw Cherie this past week. I know where she works.
Oh, where?
Her place of employment, if you will. We needed a phone charger, a car charger, to go out of town this past week.
I was like, weren't you out of town the whole time? How far does she drive to do this?
we needed a car charger, and we're not going to go spend the millions of dollars at Verizon or whatever. So I was like, let's go to a store that it ends in Mart. And the first part of it is just one letter. Because it's like, 5 minutes from our house.
Does it rhyme with J?
Yes.
See, I thought it would be Five Below the way you started with the phone charger.
No. We don't have, I think the closest one is, in Strongsville. So it's not close to us. And there's no Walmart close to us.
Or Brooklyn.
Target or Brooklyn. But closest to us is the J Mart. Substitute the J with the next letter. And,
okay.
Or S Mart.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Smart. Shop S Mart.
And we go to check out. And I see a familiar face at the checkout lane, going really slow, scanning people's items.
So
I'm sure looking thrilled.
So she works at the same speed that she does here.
Exactly.
Awesome.
She had.
It's a good thing we don't pay her.
There were 2 cashier checkout people at the lines, and I chose not to go to her line because there was about 10 people in her line and only 1 person in the next lane, so I went into that one thinking that I would check out faster, but Cherie informed me that her coworker is in fact mentally retarded.
Oh, no.
And for as slow as Cherie was going, she did in fact get through her 10 people faster than the lady that was retarded get through her 1. But she called up to customer service so we wouldn't have to wait, and she used her clout there to get us to check out at customer service, so we got through quickly. So that was good. Thank you, Cherie.
I always end up in that line with that person working. It's always.
The black person or the retard?
No, the retard.
Well, like types, they attract.
Yeah.
Birds of a feather check
Birds
out
of
together.
a feather, yeah. I just
It would move a whole
can't
lot
get away from
faster
them.
if she didn't have a whole conversation with the person.
Yep.
Does that happen to you too?
So if you were interested about Cherie's life and what she does outside of here,
Not really,
besides
but
school,
thank you.
it's there.
She also just finished the first 50 Shades book. She couldn't wait to tell me.
Oh, boy. You guys had a conversation about it?
She loves it.
Don't want to hear
She's
about it.
fiending for the second one.
Fiending?
Yeah.
And she
Apparently you did have a conversation.
she thinks she Dresdened her interview today. But may in fact be leaving us for another state altogether.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What state?
I don't know, one of those I ones.
She graduates soon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna lose her.
Apparently, we have a new intern that just started within the past day or two that he claims, now they've all said this in the past.
Car troubles?
No, that he'll be here 7 days a week. His name is Gene.
Is this the 8th day?
Yeah, I was like,
I don't know. I think maybe he just got interviewed. I don't know if he's actually started yet. Maybe he just got interviewed.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to point this out, but no, we don't.
Started yesterday.
So he's not here.
So he already went back on his 7 days a week thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
awesome.
Okay.
Douchebag. You're right there. Get to the website, projectxshow.com, project spelled with K.
Now let's see.
Backwards if you can.
Because we're awesome retarded.
Also, if you want to call the show, 888-668-0742, toll-free worldwide.
Pants.
We had a lot of exciting things happen to us this past week.
Sir Wally.
You want to talk about your excitement that happened this past week, Pat?
I had excitement. What did I have go on this past week?
Bathed your daughter.
Oh, I did bathe my daughter. I was like, you what? I didn't know if that's what you were talking about.
As you could
No,
tell,
I
it was
made it
super
up.
exciting.
No, she did stare at me the entire time like she was more confused than I was. Because the wife handles it every night, but she was out of town. And you like that? An hour away is out of town now.
Yeah.
She was in Sandusky, and we had both gotten in late the night before because I had an AIW show and she was out at a party.
Mm-hmm.
So normally we would bath her every night, or she would bath her.
Bathe. There's an E on the end of that word.
I was pronouncing the one that doesn't have the E.
Oh.
Well, you did it well.
But she,
Yeah, if there's anybody that knows about cutting letters out of words.
I usually add letters into words, though. Yeah.
But so I ended up taking it upon myself because the wife was going to get up super early the next morning to do it. And I had no idea when because we already get up at 6 for both of us to get showers.
Sure.
So I took it upon myself, and my daughter laid in the chair staring at me like I was just some alien the whole time.
Is it kind of amazing to you that, like, she knew that you weren't, like, it's not just
really,
a bath. It's
like,
that you don't do this.
Everyone was
weird.
like, oh, she doesn't know the difference. And I'm like, the hell she doesn't. She laid there staring at me so confused the entire time. I took her into the room to change her when she's normally smiling and giggling, and she still was just sitting there staring at me.
Self-conscious, trying to cover up her parts.
Yeah.
Stop looking at me, dude.
No,
Just so
Daddy,
you know,
no.
dude, that never changes. 2 years, and I still have a hard time giving the one kid a bath.
She did stop staring briefly when I splashed water in her eye. And then she was trying to figure out how she was supposed to handle it. So I just scooped her out of the chair and, like, held her upside down, hoping it would drain out of her eye.
That usually works.
Hey, she went right back to staring at me like she had no idea why I was there.
Which is hilarious because right before we left on vacation, my puppy, his eye got all puffy and was discharging like a clear discharge. So we went out and like got these drops and stuff to put in the puppy's eye, and we made sure we were draining it and washing it all nice and cool 3 times a day. And when there's something wrong with your kid's eye, you hold her upside down and hope that it comes out.
Well, if it was pussy, sure, but I just put water in her eye.
No biggie.
I splashed water in her face and it got in her eye.
She's only a baby.
Out of spite, you splashed water on her face, though, to get her to stop staring at you. You're like, oh, I'm so creeped out. Johnny 5, your big week this week.
Let's see, the baby turned 1.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, my gosh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, the little one turned 1. We threw him a little carnival. All his cousins.
Oh, my God, yeah.
I thought you were going to say you threw him away.
No.
He turned 1. We're done with him.
Expiration date.
I want to go to a carnival.
He's reached his usefulness.
Yeah, they,
His use-by date.
Sell by.
yeah.
Did he get a smash cake?
Yes, he did. Actually, my cousin, who is a cake artist, decided to do both his smash cake and the party cake. So they were carnival themed. We had the little games and the bouncy house. And
did you win any?
I didn't even play. I spent the first 2 hours cooking.
Yeah, usually.
Did you have to set up the bounce house in the middle of your living room again?
No. We have a backyard now. So between that and then the tornado on Sunday, which was fun.
There was a tornado?
Yeah, there was a tornado.
Yeah, Gerard, which is...
oh, yeah, I forgot you don't live here anymore.
Yeah. No, there's a tornado.
He lives
Gerard
out of town as well.
Right.
Yeah, actually that is out of town.
A little further out of town.
That's it's I don't know, 2 miles north of where we are. The tornado ripped through. Nothing big.
Right.
We just caught a lot of wind shear off of it. But our lovely town didn't set off the tornado siren until about a half hour after it happened.
Oh,
But
Yeah. That's
give
useful.
them this.
And we did have to pull the party tent out of our tree.
Give them
in the
this.
front of our house.
How much more awesome did it make the bounce house?
That was on. See, the bounce house was Saturday.
You were in the bounce house, but it wasn't on the ground
it's
anymore.
flying 20 feet through the air. And girl had an exciting week
I did.
this week. Pat, if you can do me a favor and pull up Facebook, go on to any Facebook.
While I'm doing this, I want to hear more about how she used to date a carny.
Well, you guys always make it sound like I date carnies, so.
No, bag boys
Oh.
and drunks.
One step above and one step below.
Which is which?
Yes.
I found out that girl this week had her photograph taken, like she was some kind of model or something. What is this? Why did you do this? Did somebody see you and they were like, I have to photograph you?
No, I have a friend who's starting a photography business, and he wanted some examples of headshots. So
in order to build a good portfolio, he took pictures of you.
He doesn't know anyone attractive then.
I'm
exactly.
more impressed
He
that she
doesn't.
has a friend.
all right, well, a coworker.
There you go. That explains it.
Yeah.
So if you can, look at those.
Oh, aren't
look at
they
that come
nice?
hither stare. If you can flip us over, Chris, to the screen. These are girls' glamour shots, and it's funny to me how I've been talking about for over a year now. How when we take our next updated Projekt X picture that we've been meaning to take forever, I want it in front of a downtown bridge, and her first photo, in fact, is in front of a downtown bridge.
Although if you notice, she looks like Andy Dick circa News Radio in that one.
Oh, jeez.
No offense, but
Oh, gosh.
That's a great picture of your mole.
I want to know why you went without your glasses. Did he tell you no glasses? Is there a glare problem?
No, I just
What is that?
made the decision.
what is on that swing that is making you do that?
No, that right there is the picture that they tell you not to put on Facebook because you'll get friend requests from pedophiles.
Oh, gosh.
That's amazing. So a swing. That's a great idea.
And case in point, the guy she's involved with now.
Where did you go to modeling school? Because these poses are
Oh, shut up.
amazing.
I did not go to modeling school.
Really? No.
Listen, it's like every other picture.
Let's be honest. She went to broadcasting school, and you hear how much that did for her.
Yeah. I don't like getting my picture taken. My friend wanted some help. I mean,
So you
know,
said,
that
yeah, I'll
was-
do it. Totally.
I will say this: that one's actually not too bad.
For a dude.
yeah.
He needs to do a better job of photoshopping out your Adam's apple. Though.
Yeah.
Who did your makeup?
I did my makeup.
Oh, I can tell.
And there's that Joker smile that she's so good at.
Where's the Joker smile? It's like you
Yeah.
saw into the future on that one.
I don't like that one.
That one looks kind of whorish to me.
I don't like that one at all. It's my least favorite.
What else we got?
I think that's it.
No,
Yeah, that's
no
it.
different outfits, same outfit?
Two different shirts. A red shirt and a pink shirt.
I can't tell the difference.
The lighting is so bad you can't tell the difference.
Yeah. That shirt's pink with black lace on it. That
That-
shirt's red.
That-
I mean,
that
I
looks
can tell
same
because
to me.
there's not a pattern
Right.
on it,
Yeah.
but no, they both look the same color.
Yeah, and if the pink with black lace actually looks more like pinkish orange with
Is
red
that a cup of
lace.
coffee? What is it?
I know the iced coffee.
That is,
that's
it's
it.
iced coffee, yeah.
Let's not
I wish I
crop
had
that out
one.
of the picture.
I wish I had one of those right
Did he
now.
place that there for effect? What's this picture supposed to say to me?
I don't know. I don't like it.
It's
What
the
it
last
says-
one on the roll.
What it says to
Yeah.
me is try Smilex.
Just about.
Want to know how I got these scars?
Oh no.
Well, those are delightful. Thank you for getting those taken.
No problem.
For us.
Anytime. Anytime. I do anything for you guys.
Now I can update your Zusk page.
That is amazing. Is there any comments? I mean, what's funny is to me that she chose now to get them done.
I got him done like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, well, here's the thing.
Oh, wait, here's the whole discussion.
Oh, God.
Nancy Alden's a big fan.
Of course she is. Douchebag. I loves this. I Heather. What is it? What? Oh, I loves this one. Heather. Idiot. I think it's funny that girl did her makeover thing
Pedophile picture, someone else's favorite.
about what, like a year ago, maybe. Close to? 6 months ago?
The makeover's been, it was a year in June.
Okay. And then your girl Heather B did her thing that was kind of comparable to that not that long ago. Mm-hmm. And on that, on one of her pictures, I commented and said it was way better than your makeover photos.
Yes.
And then promptly after, girl pops up with these. And now just recently I saw today her girl Heather B has other photos like this.
Oh, we're in a big photo war, Heather B.
Is that what you guys are doing?
Oh, yeah.
Are you guys having a photo war?
Yeah, we actually spend hours and hours on the phone talking about, our next major play in the photo war.
Can you do me a favor?
That's stuff that girls do.
Can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Can I go ahead and declare a winner so we don't have to see any more of you?
Of course, Heather B's the winner.
I'll say that you are if you don't take any more
She's
photos.
Totally hotter than me. We all know this.
I'll say you will because I think it'll get you an awesome role in the next Batman reboot.
But not as who you think. It'll be as of the chick that has to wear the thing over her face. We can't have all that. We're making it for kids. I went on a mini summer vacation this past week to Grand Marais, Minnesota.
Don't you know?
Where's that at? You say? I still don't know. I know it took me 18 hours to drive there and 16 hours to drive back. And we went for my wife's family reunion / her grandfather's 100th birthday party, if he were still alive. So it was very nerve-wracking because here's a small list of what I learned on my summer vacation.
Cheese curds are awesome.
Cheese curds are awesome. Number 1, 18 hours in a car with your wife and your 7-year-old daughter and your mother-in-law isn't as bad as it sounds, but it's still not awesome. I learned that in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, they have a street called Otter Drive.
I do like that. I saw that picture.
Or Otter Boulevard or something like that. I also found out that in Wisconsin, if you notice it right as the light turns green and you're trying to dig your phone out while you're driving and you're holding like probably 20 cars of traffic behind you because you're waiting to get this picture, they don't honk. They're not mad.
They're not in a rush out there.
You would love this Polish guy that I worked with at my old job because we always asked him if he worked at SeaWorld because he frequently talked about how he had to leave the store and go to his otter job.
I learned that while people in Minnesota are extremely nice, very nice people, I did not meet one mean person up there, they are terrible drivers.
It's their proximity to Canada.
The problem
is,
is
for both.
And I'll give them this. There's no snow on the ground right now.
Well, and that's what
so they're confused.
I was told that they don't drive a lot. They usually snowmobile or snowshoe or something thereof. But they're horrible drivers.
Like suddenly you're in Alaska.
No, I was very afraid because this was the first time meeting my wife's mother's side of the family. Because they all live in St. Louis and we haven't had a time since we've been married or together to meet any of them. I've learned that they are all big drunks. Her mom is one of 6, I believe, and she's the second to youngest. And despite the other ones being in like maybe their 60s and 50s and stuff, they drink, and when they drink, they are worse than little kids who were equally terrible.
Let's be honest, though.
Especially drunk?
If you grew up in Minnesota and where there's nothing to do,
I suppose you're right.
You would drink a lot too. I
also found out that there is right outside of Duluth, Minnesota, I forget the name of the town, there is a shop like a little, remember the Attic Cat's Place in Lakewood? It was a shop of just a bunch of trinkets and crap. There's a shop like that outside of Duluth, Minnesota, and in their front yard of sorts, their tree lawn, they have a very large statue of a rooster. And the stand's probably about 8 feet high, and written on the rooster, it says, "Do not sit on or ride, you are being watched." And it was really weird because I'm looking around and there's no cameras in the building that houses this little shop, which, by the way, they still sell Beanie Babies for $5 a piece. So it's like this little, it looks like a half trailer, half house combination with just crap in windows, and I'm trying to see who these people are that are watching you ride the cock, but I didn't dare attempt because it was very Hills Have Eyesy up there. Texas Chainsaw up there. Wisconsin is quite possibly the worst drive ever. There's nothing to see in Wisconsin. And then
I don't think there's anything to see in this state, so I can't imagine what it's like further west.
It's not as bad as Wisconsin. However, what's funny is you have Wisconsin and cheese, and kind of like you think that they're all cheese people up there.
Right.
They totally are. we were at a gas station going through Wisconsin on the way up there, and they were like, I don't know, in their late teens, these 3 dudes, totally talking stuff about the cheese that the gas station was selling. Like, they're like, oh, this is
Ew,
crap
gas
cheese.
station
What is this
cheese?
cheese? That's about all I learned. I learned in Grand Marais at their Fisherman's Picnic, they have a loon call contest, which I had to watch because my 7-year-old daughter, who had no idea what a loon was, wanted to partake.
I'm going to say, I just stand out there and go, hey, crazy, get over it.
I found out that there's 3 different age groups for the loon call contest to make it fair. However, the last age group is 13 and up, which only 2 people partook in that one, and it was my wife's 13-year-old cousin and this creepy-ass 42-year-old dude. And he was like a total mom lives in basement, maybe perhaps Norman Bates, or he's hiding bodies somewhere in his mom's basement kind of guy. Or I'm sorry, he lives in his mom's basement. So he obviously was really awesome because he's practiced for his 42 years. Like he stood and got the position right with cupping his hands over the mic and like all that stuff just right. So when my wife's cousin, when she was done with hers, she didn't really know what she was doing. I stood up and made a big spectacle of myself and clapped and hooted and hollered really loud. And then a couple people clapped for him doing really, really well. So the judges decided that they were going to make it by crowd applause. And they made each one of them go again, and then asked, all right, for this person, yay, for this person, yay. The problem is 95% of the audience was my wife's family because it was the family reunion, and just outside of the city that we were in is a city that their grandfather had founded.
Right.
So, like, the whole town was basically my wife's family. So a little kid won, and I'm pretty sure the guy went and killed someone.
Or himself.
Or himself. Do you have an idiot nominee?
I do. Comes to us out of Jackson, Michigan. District Judge R. Darrell Mazur sent 36-year-old Lance Laird to jail for 57 days after testing positive for cocaine while on probation. The judge informed Mr. Laird, I'm not sure whether you're going to make this election for sheriff or not. Candidly, I doubt it. This is important because Laird is one of the candidates for sheriff.
Oh, I saw this one.
He also went on to claim someone spiked his stuff with something, causing the positive test.
Totally.
Laird on probation for a domestic violence charge, to which he pleaded no contest in March 2011, tested positive for cocaine when tested on June 16th. The 57-day sentence is the remainder of his 93-day maximum sentence for the domestic violence charge. During his violation hearing Tuesday, Laird accused Tammy Sanders, the woman he allegedly assaulted, of putting something in his stuff to create the positive test. Laird attempted to play a recording of Sanders admitting to putting stuff in my things, direct quote. He said, the audio could not be heard by Mazur or anyone else in the courtroom. He asked Laird what the essence of the recording was, and Laird replied, she said, yeah, I put stuff in your shit. Laird never used the words cocaine or drugs in his allegations against Sanders. She was not in court to testify. Laird said she lies and would not be a credible witness. Mazur said it would have been more credible had Sanders come in to testify. Laird's attorney, also not present. Laird said she had another hearing. The probation officer said he didn't show up for tests, and when he was ordered in, he tested positive for cocaine. He requested it be sent away for verification. That also came back positive. He also claims the initial domestic violence charge, based on lies and made up against him because of an ongoing custody dispute. Photographs, however, after the assault show Sanders with a cut lip and a bloody nose. He pleaded no contest to avoid spending more time in jail awaiting a trial. He has gone on to say his campaign for sheriff, he would throw in jail prosecutors and judges who violate people's rights and use plea deals as instruments of coercion. He believes the county's criminal justice system is overrun with corruption. So the judge asked him what he would do if he were sheriff. He said, I don't think that's proper for the court. I'm not here for my political agenda. I'm curious. Said the judge, maybe you should ask me outside of court. At the close of the hearing, Mazur said, if you're elected sheriff, go ahead and hold us all accountable.
Nice.
He was placed in handcuffs and let out of the courtroom.
Fun fact before we go to break. Minnesota has the second highest population of loons in the United States.
Oh.
The first, Alaska.
Wow.
because it wasn't bad enough that we had to sit through a loon calling contest. In between each contestant, we had to hear fun facts.
Loon facts.
Oh, yeah, it was amazing.
Loon fact number 462.
We're going to take a short break. When we come back, hey, are you still with your guy?
Which one?
Casino dude.
Casino guy.
Yeah, we are still hanging out.
You're not going to be after the next break. Stick around for that. You listen to Project X.
From the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio, you're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. It's been 6 years in the making. 6 years. Uncensored Net Noise's 6th anniversary bash. September 7th at the Foundry in Lakewood. Live on stage will be Morality Check, Kriya Diaz, Demons Within, and the show is hosted by comedian Josh Womack. And they're going to be broadcasting the show live. Tickets at the door are $5 for 21 and over, and $8 for under 21. Uncensored Net Noise's 6th annual birthday bash. Live at the Foundry in Lakewood. Brought to you by Cocaine Energy Supplement. All the dirt you need to know is at uncensorednetnoise.com. Check out Uncensored Net Noise every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here. Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com. If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web. LifestyleLimousineService.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. Cocaine Energy Supplement. Due to great consumer demand, Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous Cocaine Energy Supplement. It's now available at retail locations across the country, as well as online at ReduxDirect.com. That's ReduxDirect.com. Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network, where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world. Cocaine Energy Supplement. You can become a member. By logging on to lovecocaine.com. Heat 99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Rise above the clutter, brand your identity, and make a statement. Broken Fan Media. Expert video production, television and web commercials, music video, real estate tours, live concerts and events, state-of-the-art post-production, video and audio editing. Check us out on the web at brokenfanmedia.com. 434-944-0472. Broken Fan Media. The next generation of sight and sound. Having problems with your home computer or business PC? Looking to have some upgrade work completed on your computer? Have a special project in mind that may be too much for you to undertake alone? Time to call Joe the Printer Guy! Joe the Printer Guy offers a full-service hardware and software repair center at his facility to handle your PC, server, and networking needs. Let their professional service staff handle your computer needs. They offer expert service at an affordable price. Visit Joe the Printer Guy at 14035 Madison Avenue, Lakewood, Ohio. Online, joetheprinterguy.com, or give him a call at 216-651-3880. Joe the Printer Guy. If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, more. Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com.
You're listening to MSC Radio Network, and like anything else on the internet, it runs on computers. Lots of computers. And you know, when you're dealing with computers, hard drives sometimes crash. That happened here at MSC, and you know what saved them? Rectiphy backup software. Don't believe us? Well, ask yourself this question. Are you backed up? Probably not. So don't be that guy and wait till it's too late. MSC did their research and tried tons of different backup programs and chose Rectiphy backup software. You know, peace of mind is priceless, and Rectiphy can give you and your computer system that peace of mind. Find out more at rectify.com. That's RECTIPHY.com. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now.
Oh, wow. Language.
Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network.
You know the fresh out of the shower feeling? Yeah, us neither. Projekt X.
If you're not already there, get to the website, ProjectXShow.com, Project spelled with a K.
Now with a C.
Beverage if you can.
Because we're awesome retarded.
Also, if you want to call 888-668-0742, toll-free worldwide. Before I get to my idiot nominee, I have one last thing that I learned on my summer vacation.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
And that was, and I've known for a while, that Ohio is a terrible state as far as policemen go on the interstates. And, you know, if you go through Ohio, they always have the most state troopers pulling people over. So I've known this. So I watched myself. I watched myself on the way out. You know, it's 70 now, so I wasn't going higher than 80, much higher than 80. If I did, I would slow down. 18 hours there, through 5 states. 16 hours back, through 5 states. And I get a ticket on the way back 10 minutes into Ohio.
Wait, what? I thought you couldn't get any more tickets at all ever again.
Well, apparently, and I'm going to tell you, because I'm not supposed to, because they put me on the probation for having the 4 in the year, like the whole big debacle a year or so ago. Well, I found out that actually happened a year and a half ago, because they got me. He claims 5-10 minutes into Ohio, I see I'm driving eastbound on 80, and there's a car going westbound, and it's nighttime, and the car flashes me. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, there better be a cop up further ahead, because why did that dude just flash me? So
I didn't need to see his wing.
Already in Ohio, like since I had gotten to Ohio, I probably wasn't going higher than 85. And next thing I know, right up on my ass, there's lights in my rear view. I'm like, oh god! And I look down, and I'm going like 80. So I pull over. I didn't see the cop. He comes up to the window. He goes, I clocked you at 90. Oh. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? He's like, I'm like, where, dude? He's like, didn't you see me flash you back there? Because the cops are doing the thing now where if they're traveling, if they're coming towards you, yeah, they're coming towards you, and they'll radar you as they're going towards you and driving. I don't understand how that can be an accurate reading, first of all. Because if he's traveling 80, if he would have told me 85, I might have believed him. But he says 90. Are you kidding me, dude? There's no way I was going 90. And he's way out there through 5 states, not one problem. On the way back through 4 states, not a problem. 10 minutes into Ohio, I get popped by a friggin' cop.
Well, at least
'Cause
you
it
know
should've
about the
been
year and a
14
half
minutes.
thing.
Sure, I felt kind of good about that, but I was steaming, and it's good too because I was falling asleep probably about 2 hours prior to that the whole way, and then the rest of the ride home I was pretty adrenalinized.
Entertaining story I just found. John Giles, the founder of Jay Giles Band,
Right.
Is suing the other members for going on tour this summer using the name Jay Giles Band, but not including him.
Whoops. They just didn't tell him. They were just like, yeah, we don't want him around, so we're going to go out and use the name and not tell him about it. Somebody's like, man, I saw your show the other day, but you weren't there.
It's like the John Fogerty suing John Fogerty thing.
That happened?
Yeah. Yeah, it was actually his old record company acting on behalf of him, sued him because he had released a new song that sounded really close to one of his old songs.
You mean John Fogerty sounded like John Fogerty?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
A song he wrote sounded exactly like another song he wrote.
Yeah. So they sued him on his behalf.
Man, Nickelback better hope they never leave this label.
I was going to say, I wonder if Randy Newman's ever had that problem with himself. My idiot nominee comes from the UK, a place called Weymouth in the UK. The occupants of a flat had to be led to safety after a fire broke out. Dorset Fire and Rescue were alerted to the fire on Market Street in Weymouth shortly after 11 p.m. last night. A spokeswoman said the fire was quickly extinguished and the occupant was led to safety by neighbors. So this chick, fire broke out in her apartment. Neighbors got her out. Everything's safe. Everything's kosher, right? The spokeswoman added that the fire involved 2 pairs of underwear and 2 pairs of socks that the resident had tried to dry in the microwave.
Oh.
Kind of sounds like girl.
What? I've never tried to dry my clothes in the microwave.
Because you don't wash them.
It's that damn underwear.
Not your socks and underwear. Pat found an interesting story.
Okay.
Minutes before we went on air. Well, he had found it earlier.
Good for you, Pat.
That's my contribution for the next year and a half.
It talks about, and I bring this up because you had talked about if somebody doesn't have a Facebook, they're trying to hide something.
Right.
Okay. We kind of put you on blast because Casino Guy doesn't have a Facebook, and you still go out and F him anyway, and it's totally cool. You're totally all your rules that you had, you're letting go out the window for a cheap lay.
Right.
Okay.
Literally.
Super cheap
'Cause
lay.
He's a bag boy.
And he gets discounts on lays.
Right.
How have we never made that connection to make that joke?
Oh my god. I'm gonna think about that the next time we're having sex.
Now Chris is going to think about you having sex.
Enjoy your anniversary, Chris.
Oh, is that tonight?
I don't know. But that's the kind of image you just don't get rid of.
No. It could have been last week. By next anniversary, it's still going to be burned into his brain.
Oh.
You'll hear him. Don't worry. You'll hear it coming from the west side. Just giant, son of a bitch!
Now, here's the thing. People are starting to take Facebook more seriously now.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, like yourself, for it being used to be a prerequisite for
Right.
dating and effing.
Right.
Until you found someone who was willing.
Right.
Right. And who cares? I mean, really.
So now people are doing studies. Because Facebook is becoming a phenomenon in itself where future potential employers are looking to see if you have a Facebook page and you're getting hired or fired depending on what's on your Facebook page.
Right.
So this, by the way, brought to you, as with last week, by science.
And, yes, by science. Because even some psychologists believe that people who aren't on social networking sites are suspicious. So
Yes.
science says there may be some grounds to your argument that you threw out the window.
That I threw out the window. I threw caution to the wind, and I said, you know what? He's old and probably doesn't even know how to use a computer anyway.
Now, here's a German magazine. It's a German magazine called...
Because if there's anybody you can trust, it's the Germans.
It's the Germans. A German magazine called Der Tagesspiegel, which loosely translates to the Tagesspiegel.
Science.
It translates to officially super scientific.
Yes.
I took 4 years of German, I know this.
The tagging. the science of tagging. They went so far as to point out that James Holmes, okay, the shooter from Colorado, right? That's James Holmes?
Yeah.
Okay. And the mass murderer, that Anders Behring guy that did all the Norway one, killed all the people in Norway.
Right.
Okay. Pointed out that they have common ground in their lack of Facebook profiles. Neither one of them have a Facebook
Neither one of
profile.
them had a Facebook profile?
Neither one. Ever. Not like it got deactivated after the fact or they deactivated it before they were going to do it. They never had a Facebook profile.
So if you don't have a Facebook profile, you're going to go into a building and shoot a lot of people.
It's a distinct possibility. Now, also, Forbes.com
Okay.
Now, this is America.
Look at that man.
This is.
That man did not have Facebook.
Although that would be a really awesome profile.
Is that Sideshow Bob?
Here's the thing. Cover the hair. It kind of looks like Tom.
Yeah, I can see that.
For MySpace. I had to explain the joke because it didn't go over as well as I hoped. I was waiting for a way bigger laugh that didn't come, so I was like, by the way, if
Well,
you're
we
listening,
agreed.
Sorry to
I meant
disappoint.
MySpace guy.
We liked it. We were too busy clicking. Now, Forbes.com, which now we're talking about America.
Right, and we're talking about Forbes.
business.
Right.
They're a huge.
They know.
So now this is business and science working together
Business and science.
from America.
Okay.
If you don't trust other countries, okay, this is business and science combining,
What if you don't trust this country either?
and you have to if you live here. That's another thing to
Would
live here.
Forbes lie to you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially Forbes.com,
Yes.
online, come on. They report that human resources departments across the country are becoming more wary of young job candidates who don't use Facebook.
Because what are they hiding, right?
Exactly.
So what do we think casino guys?
Now, here's the thing. I guess there's a concern
wife
among
and 3
bosses. The concern among bosses is that if people don't have a Facebook, it could mean that the applicant's account could be so full of red flags that it had to be deleted.
Right.
Okay, so like, there's just so much blood and guts and smut on their thing that it had to be deleted. And you don't want somebody like that working for you, right?
No.
Slate.com, which is,
They're like a tech. They're like a science tech.
okay,
thing.
so Science Tech.
Yeah.
A reporter from Slate.com wrote in an advice column that young people, or anyone for that matter, shouldn't date anyone. Should not. The Slate.com reporter wrote that you should not date people who don't have a Facebook.
Wow. Wait, really?
Yep. He said this.
Yeah.
is
Well,
all
I
science.
want to see like a quote or something. Like what's
Well,
his
here's the quote.
reasoning?
Okay. He says, if you meet someone that you're about to go to bed with, and that person doesn't have a Facebook page, you may be getting a false name. It could be some kind of red flag. That's a direct quote. Okay. So that's him. And his name is Manju. Farhad Manju. Is that his name? Yup. Farhad Manju.
And if you can't trust someone named Farhad, who can you?
So he's straight up telling you in a quote. And then he does tech and science, and he's telling you, don't go to bed with somebody that doesn't have a Facebook, which you've done.
Well,
you used to not do,
Right.
but now you do.
Right.
Tech news site Slashdot summed up the Tag Spiegel story about social networking as not having a Facebook account could be the first sign that you are a mass murderer.
Oh my God.
Another direct quote from the website. It says that the guy who shot up Colorado is accused of killing 12 people and an unborn child and wounding 58 others. We know that. And the Norwegian guy murdered 77 people with a car bomb and mass shooting. Neither one of them had Facebook.
And had very small online footprints.
Very
in
small
general.
online footprints. So, like, if you want to look up you try to Google your casino guy and his name, okay? And if there's nothing coming up for him, another red flag.
Breivik.
I have Googled him.
The Swedish. We know, you've told us multiple times. Used the Swede did, however, use MySpace. And Holmes, reportedly on the hookup site Adult Friend Finder.
Oh. Well, didn't he have a thing for prostitutes? That dude.
The Colorado guy?
Yeah.
I
Or
haven't heard
casino
anything
guy,
about that.
because
Yeah.
I don't know enough about him. I can't find him online. Psychologist, again, science.
All right.
Science and medicine combined in one. He had to go to a lot of school. Christopher Moeller told the magazine that using Facebook has become a sign of having a healthy social network.
Sorry.
He's noticed that.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are socially awkward and maybe don't have a lot of friends that are on Facebook. But for the majority, if you're on Facebook and you're meeting people and talking to people, you kind of, even though it's online and not face-to-face, you can socially interact well with other people, for the most part.
Right.
Go ahead.
Psychologists have noted that Holmes, along with several other noted mass murderers, have lacked any real friends. And this is what the argument boils down to. Suspicion that not being on Facebook, which has become so normal among adults, is a sign that you're abnormal and dysfunctional or even dangerous.
What about if you're just fed up?
Well,
Yeah. What does this say about now? J5 doesn't
All right.
have a Facebook
Let's study.
page. Right.
J5.
Now, this is
Does
being brought
not-
to you by science.
Does not have a Facebook page. If you were to look around this room and call anyone in this room a sociopath, who do you think it might be?
Yeah, Cherie.
This room.
Yeah.
Oh, this room?
This room.
Damn.
Johnny 5, right? That's obviously your answer. Your lack of response.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So what you're saying is our super scientific study from firsthand information has just proved
from numerous resources
what science already proved.
What I already had an inkling of, but I threw caution to the wind
Mm-hmm.
and went against that feeling.
And next time you fall asleep next to him, you're not waking up.
Oh, man, that is...
He's going to stab you with a Cheeto.
That is an awful, scary thought.
Are you a little more afraid now?
I think I am.
When's the last time you saw him?
Saturday?
Are things getting serious?
No.
Apparently, since she can't remember the last time she saw him, and when you asked if she was still with him, she said, "Which guy?"
Yeah, who's the new one?
There isn't a new one. I
she
just
likes
didn't
to
know
act
which
like
guy
there
you
is.
were talking
There's
about.
only one that you have that we can talk about. There's no other guy, right? You just said there's no other guy.
No, I guess not.
So who would it? Oh, there is another guy.
He takes
No.
pictures.
Where'd you meet this one?
I know I haven't met anyone new.
Have you met Casino Guy's parents?
No, she said
Oh,
she
God,
didn't.
no.
She said she didn't
Because
meet
they're dead.
anybody new. Who are you hooking up with from your past?
Oh, no.
Fivehead.
Nice. Who are you hooking up with from your past?
Otter, the parents are in the freezer in the basement.
That's possible.
That's why she hasn't met him.
Have you called him out about having no Facebook yet?
No.
Because you're afraid?
I really don't care.
What?
That's stupid.
You were so passionate about it a month ago.
You literally screamed on air how it was a sign that exactly what we just studied in science.
You were actually right for once.
Right, I was right.
Revel in this for a minute.
Right.
Okay. And tell us now why you've gone back to not caring. Why do you not care now?
I don't care.
Why is it okay?
Well, you know it's hard out there for a single
We
girl.
have
Especially
finally
one as
forced
ugly as her.
into suicide by cycle.
Yeah, basically, I mean, I'm just like, whatever. Even if he kills me at the end of the night, I mean, whatever. Who cares?
So you're okay with it?
Yeah.
And
I hope he's not listening.
I don't really have anything else going on in my life right now, so, you know.
What are you talking about? You have a budding modeling career.
A socio-
has he seen the pictures?
No.
Because-
No, he's not on Facebook.
Because I guarantee, I'm sure you show them off to people.
No.
I'm going to take the creepy swing one and put "yeah, I like candy" across the bottom.
Get on Quick Moves now. I was going to say the iced coffee one, I'm sure is his favorite.
Oh, that's my... Oh, I hate that one.
I have a list.
Okay.
Well, we're going to have to
That
wait to get
apparently
to
we'll
it.
do later.
Sorry, I was distracted. So all we've proven is that girl was right. Threw caution to the wind, just for some lays.
And I'm still alive.
For now.
For now.
So stay tuned, folks. I might be dead next week.
What scent do you want your coffin in? What flavors? Your sour cream and onion, salt and vinegar.
Salt and vinegar is my favorite.
Oh, it would be. You look like a salt and vinegar girl. Like just
Ironically-
nasty.
Ironically, two of the main ingredients in douche.
Well, she is from Jersey.
We're going to take a short break. When we come back, I found a list today. Girl might not be involved in this one.
Oh, okay.
Because it's marriage rules
Oh, yeah, I don't know anything about this.
that you can break. It's from MSN.com. Now, maybe you can give us a single girl's perspective on this. I'm sure
And,
we're all going to
you know,
have maybe
and-
one perspective on it.
Okay.
Wasn't your brother boy divorced?
Yes.
So kind of an outsider looking in.
Right, okay.
You as a person that will never be married.
Never. Especially because I'm going to
Not by choice,
die.
you're gonna
If
die
this
soon.
guy's going to kill me that I'm dating. I mean, he's not going to marry me. He's just going to kill me.
Also, apparently, big news in Cleveland that I missed out on. There was a dude that tried to duplicate the Colorado killings.
You didn't really miss out on it. They just...
Bet you had a
They
Facebook,
just
though.
broke it to press this morning.
10-1 says he has a Facebook because he also has a wife and 3 kids.
Quiz about if you're honest. Ooh, if you're honest with yourself.
Are you honest with yourself?
Are you honest with yourself?
Can I answer for girl?
Yes.
No.
Never.
I also have an answer key to see if you're going to be honest with yourself or not.
Okay.
We're going to take a short break. You listen to Project X.
MSC Radio Network has just tweeted the following. This bowel movement won't come out. Check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/MSC Radio Network. Call the show toll free 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com. It's been 6 years in the making. 6 years. Uncensored Net Noise's 6th anniversary bash, September 7th at the Foundry in Lakewood. Live on stage will be Morality Check, Crea Diaz, Demons Within, and the show is hosted by comedian Josh Womack. And they're going to be broadcasting the show live. Tickets at the door are $5 for 21 and over, and $8 for under 21. Uncensored Net Noise's 6th annual birthday bash, live at the Foundry in Lakewood. Brought to you by Cocaine Energy Supplement. All the dirt you need to know is at uncensorednetnoise.com. If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. Cocaine Energy Supplement. Due to great consumer demand, Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous Cocaine Energy Supplement. It's now available at retail locations across the country, as well as online at reduxdirect.com. That's reduxdirect.com. Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network, where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world. Cocaine Energy Supplement. You can become a member. By logging on to lovecocaine.com. Heat 99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
Rise above the clutter, brand your identity, and make a statement. Broken Fan Media. Expert video production, television and web commercials, music video, real estate tours, live concerts and events, state-of-the-art post-production, video and audio editing. Check us out on the web at brokenfanmedia.com. 434-944-0472. Broken Fan Media. The next generation of sight and sound.
Having problems with your home computer or business PC? Looking to have some upgrade work completed on your computer? Have a special project in mind that may be too much for you to undertake alone? Time to call Joe the Printer Guy! Joe the Printer Guy offers a full-service hardware and software repair center at his facility to handle your PC, server, and networking needs. Let their professional service staff handle your computer needs. They offer expert service at an affordable price. Visit Joe the Printer Guy at 14035 Madison Avenue, Lakewood, Ohio. Online, joetheprinterguy.com, or give him a call at 216-651-3880. Joe the Printer Guy. If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningshowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com. You're listening to MSC Radio Network, and like anything else on the internet, it runs on computers. Lots of computers. And you know, when you're dealing with computers, hard drives sometimes crash. That happened here at MSC. And you know what saved them? Rectiphy backup software. Don't believe it? service? Well, ask yourself this question. Are you backed up? Probably not. So don't be that guy and wait till it's too late. MSC did their research and tried tons of different backup programs and chose Rectiphy backup software. You know, peace of mind is priceless, and Rectiphy can give you and your computer system that peace of mind. Find out more at rectify.com. That's RECTIPHY.com. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now.
Oh, great. Not another farm bill request.
Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/Morning Show Central.
Denying one farm bill request at a time.
Even if you don't think we're funny, we still do. Project X.
There gets posted at ProjectXShow.com, Project spelled with a K.
Now let's see.
Backwards if you can.
Because we're awesome retarded.
Also, if you want to call 888-668-0742, toll free worldwide. If you cannot listen in front of a computer for 2 hours, there's an app that works on all smartphones and it's free called TuneIn Radio. Download the app, search MSC Radio Network. You'll hear us live on Tuesday nights. Or the Stitcher app, you can hear our podcast the week before. Search Project X Show. 25.
Yo.
You're an idiot, I mean.
I do, in keeping with... I've met the challenge so far. And I found 3 that I had to sift through.
Wow.
Yeah. Mine, a few days ago, I was driving down the road. It was wet. It had rained.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed on the side of the road a very nice classic car.
Okay.
In the wall. This was a mid to late 80s Lamborghini. Or, I'm sorry, Ferrari. It was a mid to late 80s Ferrari. I got the logos mixed up.
Mm-hmm.
The driver of said vehicle couldn't have been more than 22, and was dressed as if for a job interview.
Oh, nice.
I'm assuming it was Dad's car.
Sure.
Because the vanity plate did not make sense for a 22-year-old kid.
Let's say.
I don't remember exactly, but it was a reference that no 22-year-old kid would put together. And he was standing on the side of the road with cell phone to ear, literally a second away from tears. You could see him coming. They just hadn't showed up yet.
Oh, I would have been.
He ripped the front right quarter panel, half of the door, and the back right quarter panel completely off the car.
Whoops.
So the idiot's the dad for letting him take the car, right?
I'm assuming it was his father's. Could have been his grandfather's. Could have been his older brother's.
Right. Well,
It could be his. He may have just bought the damn thing off of somebody and had the tag transferred over with it. I don't know. All I know is that if you are going to buy a very, very, very nice car that is expensive and collectors look for them nonstop, you should probably slow down just a touch on rain-slicked roads, especially rain-slicked highways in the state of Ohio where people are just as likely to put you into the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of driving, another fun fact of what I learned on my summer vacation. You know how we have deer crossing signs here in Ohio?
Moose crossing.
Moose crossing signs in Minnesota.
Nice.
Wasn't lucky enough to see one.
That you know of.
But apparently moose and bear run rampant up there.
Oh. That sounds like a
which
scary,
is
scary place.
Entirely different from the areas where moose and squirrel. The Russians hate them.
I did not see any Boris and Natasha crossing signs while I was up there. MSN.com. Marriage rules you can break.
All right.
Okay, so these are the rules.
Listen up, boys.
And courting. And Lindsay.
Oh, and Lindsay, yes.
And according...
And Chris.
And Chris. According to MSN.com, which is the leading authority on advice, love
and
advice.
Marriage and rule breaking and all that.
Well, Fox had to step down.
Right. Somebody had to take over for Fox News. The first one they say is don't go to bed angry. This is a marriage rule you can break. Because they always say, don't go to bed angry. You know? It says, this is a quote from Elizabeth Lombardo, PhD. Says, Science and medicine. Trying to work through a problem when you're tired and stressed won't get you anywhere. Agree to disagree for now and to revisit the issue when you're rested.
BS.
You think so?
Oh, dude, I can't sleep if I'm mad.
Really?
Yeah, I can't sleep if we are in the middle of a fight, I cannot sleep.
Same here.
I sleep better.
Lindsay said she usually just goes to bed Lindsay.
What about you, Pat?
I'm not really the angry one usually. If anything, here's the trick.
If she's angry with you,
here's the trick.
Otter, grab his headset.
You're getting a text any second now.
No, here's what I've discovered in the past. I assume she's still angry at me, and she'll go to bed first.
Right.
And I'll just banish myself to the couch. I'll just be like, well, she doesn't really want to be around me. I'll lay on the couch. And within a couple hours, especially if I actually manage to fall asleep out there, she'll be standing next to the couch going, what are you doing? Come to bed.
Oh.
You make her
like,
kind of feel
what?
guilty.
So it's reverse psychology.
It's not even intentional. Like, I just assume she's so angry with me.
Yeah, but my wife's not going to walk downstairs to pull me off the couch.
Very true.
You've met my wife. There's no way she's doing that.
She will, however, walk downstairs to throw something heavy and blunt at you while you sleep.
Probably.
No, see, I don't know. This kind of... I've done both, and I've found that both can work. However, she's, you know, if you're trying to work through the problem when you're tired and stressed, I'm guessing she's saying it's going to make it worse.
Yeah,
you know?
Because when people are tired, I think it does depend on the person. I understand the old adage and why it exists. But at the same time, I think it does depend on the person.
But here's the thing.
Also depends on your definition of angry.
At least in my experience, if you fight about it the night before and nothing gets resolved, you're inevitably going to be fighting the next morning anyway. So I could save it to fight for the next morning, or I could fight at night and still fight the next morning anyway. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Because it never goes away. Plus, you got to deal with it at one point in time. It never goes away.
Plus, like, don't go to bed angry. I mean, what? So you're going to stay up all night, which means I'm tired, which means I'm even more bitchy than normal? I mean, no, just go to bed and sleep on it and figure it out in the morning.
You get bitchier than you normally do?
I know. Can you imagine? Ugh.
Number 2 marriage rule that MSN.com says you can break. Always be 100% honest.
Oh, no. That never works.
Barbara Bartline, RN, and MSW.
Ooh, science and medicine.
Right. Says you don't need to share details of past relationships. The bottom line, you need to be polite and caring when it comes to your partner's feelings.
That is absolutely true. Like when someone asks you what your number is, you just don't tell them. Isn't that right, Otter?
No.
No.
That's not right.
No.
Because if you just don't tell me...
I know my wife's number. She knows mine.
Sure. I know yours.
Does your wife, Otter, know your number?
Do you really know?
My wife doesn't know my number, and that's only because I don't know my number.
Okay.
We've talked about it.
Right. So she knows that you don't know your number.
She knows my past.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, she's gotten mine's gotten my best estimate.
And I equally know her past. And again, it hasn't made anything worse or harder. I think if it does, I think the strife of you hiding it from me is going to make it worse. Because then how bad is it that you can't tell me?
The thing about the number thing, is you have a number.
Let's hear this. Okay.
You have a number.
She's trying to justify now.
And you
For
know
herself, not for
what
us.
your number is, ish, if it's you two boys over there.
I can't even say ish.
So do you lie and go lower?
I give my best guess.
Do you? Okay, well, let's say theoretically you know the exact number.
American Pie said, I believe it was American Pie, and they're very insightful on real relationships.
Right, exactly.
I believe it was that movie, one of them, that said, if a guy gives a number, was it divide by 3, and if a girl gives a number, multiply by 3?
Yeah, something like that. So something
Either that
like
or
yeah.
plus or subtract.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Yeah. Well, because that's the thing. I mean, but then if I give too low of a number, he's going to think I'm like super innocent and sweet and inexperienced.
No. If you give too low of a number, I will think you're not a whore and you are super tight. That's the thing. You can never go wrong with giving too low of a number. Maybe if you're a guy, a girl can never give too low of a number.
Okay.
Ever.
Well,
Period. I'm telling you, as a guy.
My number is 0.
Well, no, because I'm not interested in you. So you can be completely straight up with me. If you're a girl telling a guy, keep it as low as possible. Always. Always. If you're a guy telling a girl, of course you're going to lowball. If you care enough. And if you know.
I'll just be honest.
Well,
like, I'm not really sure, but it's somewhere in this mark.
So basically, except for J5, Otto, you're saying don't be honest about your number. Lowball it either way.
No, I'm talking about in a relationship. I'm not talking about marriage. Marriage is not a relationship.
Oh, marriage.
I'm talking about a non-married person.
So then once you get married, do you wait until the wedding night? Do you wait until like the next day when you're like, hey babe, remember like a couple years ago when we talked about our past relationships?
Yeah.
I gave you the wrong number.
If it comes up, no, you can leave it at that.
I said 8. I really meant 58.
No, if it comes up,
I mean,
then
what
sure.
do you like?
Sure, if it comes up, because by that point you're married. What's she gonna do? Divorce you for being like, oh, it was a little higher? No. If you're trying to get with somebody, then use my formula.
Okay.
If you're already married, then yeah, be honest. Who cares? But I highly doubt that the number isn't going to come up until you're married.
I say you just don't discuss it.
Maybe not for you.
That's a great way to establish relationships. Just bury your head in sand.
Yep, exactly.
Just avoid issuing altogether.
Yep. Number 3 marriage rule that MSN says you can break is never vacation without each other. Says Dr. Elizabeth Lombardo that we talked about earlier. She says, you don't have to be each other's everything. That's just not realistic.
I guess that's right. That does put a lot of pressure on the relationship. Although...
But the rule is never vacation without each other. They're saying you can break that.
Right, because if you're always together, you're always vacationing together. But what I want to know is...
That's what families do.
Well, yeah, but see, what I want to know is that do they mean like... I take a week off of work, I stay home, but my significant other still goes to work? Or do they mean
on vacation?
That means, hey, I'm going out of town for a week.
Hey, I don't agree.
It means,
with
hey,
that.
I'm going to Vegas for a week with the girls. You stay home with the kids.
Yeah, but girls' weekends are different.
No, they're not. Are you kidding me right now?
No. So you mean to tell me that once you're married, you never plan a guy's weekend or a girl's weekend?
Not vacation. No.
You know what?
Not
Actually, I can tell
time.
you from experience. You know what gets planned now that I'm married?
What? Yeah, what?
Hey, J5, Otter, why don't you and your wives come over to the house and hang out?
Couples. Even fights, things that we did together as single men that our wives don't necessarily enjoy, still planned as couples.
Yeah, I'm not buying that. You know why?
Because you're not a couple.
But I don't want to hang out with your friends all the time. I want to hang out with my friends so I can complain about you.
But that's the
That's
thing.
what the wives do.
That's what the wives do.
We stood outside. Those 3 sat around. You know how much I heard about Otter from his wife when he had to run to the store and get a new cord?
I can only imagine.
It doesn't matter that I was his friend and the wife is there by association. Oof, let it all out. She bitched the whole time.
That's what happens.
And there are times where your friends' wives, even if you break up or divorce with somebody, your friends' wives will still keep in contact with that other person.
Yep.
But
the sense of loyalty isn't to you, it's to the wives.
Okay, but don't the 3 of you just want to get away without any females around?
Always. But that's not going to happen.
It's called the bathroom.
That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous.
No,
Never.
vacation-wise, not a problem. If, on the other hand, if we said, hey, at least I know I could do this. If I said, hey, me, Patton, and Otter are going to go out and grab a beer and watch the fights tonight, she'd be okay, but there's give and take.
But
that's fine.
Yeah, but what if
your ass is home with the kids next weekend?
What if you, Pat, and Otter wanted to go to, I don't know, a casino, but like the casino in Detroit, not the casino here, like a casino, a couple hours where you just wanted to take a trip somewhere for the weekend. For the weekend, you leave, Friday night, you
then
come
I
back
can guarantee
Sunday night.
you we'd all be getting rooms with king-size beds, and our wives would all be in spas and or restaurants and or at casino with us.
I would say
not necessarily join the hip.
My wife would be pissed because she wants to go to the casino.
Right, and that's exactly it. You leave the kids with somebody else, and you go. That doesn't mean that while I'm playing poker, she has to be right on my damn hip. She can go over and do whatever she wants to.
Exactly, because your argument is, don't you want time for yourself? Just guy time and time for yourself. You can do that. Okay,
but you don't have to leave town without them for a week.
Right, I can go. If we did that, we could all take the wives on vacation with us to say Greek town. Okay, like you said, and we could do our thing while they do their thing. Because vice versa. You don't need.
And I'm going to be honest with you about this. You won't believe this. Okay, but I know for myself, I'll be married for 3 years next week. Right, next Monday or whatever it is. So next Monday. I will be married for 3 years next Monday. Ryan's been married for 3 years. Pat will be closing in on a year here very soon. Okay. I can say wholeheartedly that after that first night by yourself, you are miserable.
Yeah, I don't want to go on vacation by myself.
I cannot. The first night or two, when Brittany was in the Guard, she'd have her weekend or her 2 weeks or whatever. That first night, I was like, all right, sweet, I could stretch out and watch whatever I want to, eat whatever I want to, go where I want to. And then by the second night, I was like, God, I really miss her.
Yeah.
Because you're so used to that person being there that you want that person there. And that's something that maybe you can't wrap your little pea brain around. But when people want you around, it's really hard for that person not to have you.
I mean, maybe that's it. I just can't imagine at some point not being like, you know what, I'm going to take the girls, we're going away.
Because you've lived your whole life doing that.
Yes.
You've never had that person. Even the drunk wasn't that person.
Right, no, exactly.
Because he was too drunk to realize what was going on anyway.
Right. No, I mean, you're absolutely right.
Had he been sober, he probably would have been like, no, man, why can't we just do something together?
We're talking about the person that even when you do go to bed mad at each other, you wake up in the morning and without realizing it, you feel bad because you see them still asleep.
Yeah. And
you wake up and you're still angry and you feel bad about the way things ended last night. So you go out and cook breakfast and try to make things better.
Well, I don't do that.
Well, you don't cook. But, I mean, you know what I mean. You go out and you do something. You try whatever you can to make it better without opening the wound completely back up.
Or
we need to talk.
I'm happy enough just to get an extra hour's sleep and be able to have the bed to myself. That's it.
Well, yeah, things like that are cool. Having a bed to yourself, whatever, and it's like, all the other things that maybe you have these preconceived notions, like what does a guy need to do with other guys that his wife's not around? Like, I wouldn't want to go on vacation without my wife because I wouldn't be able to have fun. Nope. I'd be like, either what is she doing? Is she having fun? Is she okay? Is whatever?
How are the kids?
Right. I would want to have.
Has she thrown my child out a window yet?
Right.
Now, if we were on vacation together and say, like, I was at MGM in Greektown and she went to catch a Tigers game that would never happen. But if it happened.
Right, I get you. Right.
What a horrible example, but go ahead.
I wouldn't have any kind of care or thought or anything in the world. I'd be like, that's cool because we're meeting up in a couple hours to see each other. We're going to continue on our merry way. Because what can you not do in front of, like, I want to be with the guy so, like, I can fart and walk around with my pants off. Like, I do that anyway with my wife around.
That's called being married.
Yeah, and you can only, I'm sorry, this is personal experience. You can only eat bratwurst for every meal for one day. because your wife doesn't like it, or sauerkraut, or seafood, or whatever it is. You go nuts that first day, and then after that, you miss the structure.
Sure.
I mean, that sounds really sweet and everything. I guess you guys are right. I've never had that, so I can't imagine being at that point.
You are a horrible human being and failure at love.
Absolutely.
I know I am.
I don't even think you're human because I don't care how trusting of a human being you are. I don't care if you are a saint, like Pat, for the most part.
He is.
I don't care how nice you are, how trusting you are, how committed and how loving you are to each other. Even if there was no bad past, you guys could be the most honest, decent human beings, best people in the world. You are completely in love with each other. There's no question. Neither party has ever cheated on any person they've ever been with or done any kind of inkling or anything. No matter what, no matter who you are or who your significant other is, no matter how you are, you could be friggin' Joseph and Mary, Okay, if
Right.
Mary if Mary took off to Vegas for a weekend with the girls, Joseph would be sitting there, and there would be as small or as big as it is, there would be some kind of thing in the back of Joseph's brain.
Especially when she doesn't call by 8:30.
Right. What's going on?
Yep.
What's going on?
It is dark in Vegas right now. What can possibly be going on?
And you could say, then you shouldn't be married if there's any kind of doubt like that, but that's absolutely not true. That's just human freaking nature when it comes to that stuff.
But that makes me
That's what separates us from the animals.
That makes me not even want to bother with falling in love and getting into a relationship. If I'm going to have to deal with that when I'm truly committed and trusting to someone, screw that. I don't want it. I'm
not saying you go to a restaurant and I'm talking about you go on a weekend of debauchery with the girls. Of course you're going to think it.
Yeah, and
for you to not thinking about your significant other, you think you can completely trust a guy. If you were married right now to the casino guy, you would have been married for 3.5 years like me and my wife. You are loving, you'd never cheat on each other, everything like that, okay? And he took off for a weekend in Vegas with the guys.
Right.
You're telling me right now there wouldn't be any tiny mote thing in the back of your head.
That's what. Isn't there not supposed to be? That's what I'm asking.
No.
I don't
still
know.
Human.
I don't know because I've never been in that situation. But the way I imagine that situation is that they're
in a fairy tale. In Disney cartoon land, it's not supposed to be. In real life, human, it's always there, no matter who you are.
Jealousy, envy, all of that, all comes into play. All of it.
Because you know what you do is
There's also a protective aspect of everything, especially coming from the three of us. We were raised as men because we have penises, naturally, unlike you.
Yes.
Clit enhancement.
We were raised to be protective and to worry and to take care of things. And if you're gone, especially, like I said, if you don't call by a certain time, you say, I'll call you every night before I go to bed. If it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you're calling me for the first time, I am going to be wondering,
what were you doing until 3 o'clock in the morning?
You cannot stay up and watch a movie with me past 9:30. What the hell were you doing?
Lindsay said it best in the chat room. And you can flip the genders, obviously, if it's coming from us. But she says about her husband, I trust him completely. I don't trust other women.
Sure. That's That's it, too. You hear it all the time.
I mean, I guess I
And believe me, if anything that we're talking about right now leads to less chance of you procreating at any point in the future, I say we continue on this topic.
Every show leads me to not want to procreate. Every Tuesday night I leave here and I go, God, I just...
Then drop the casino guy.
Well, we've gotten through 3 of 10 on the marriage rules that you can break list, so it may take us 3 years to get through. We're going to take a short break. We'll come back with rule number 4 that MSN.com says you can break. Listen to Project X.
Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. It's been 6 years in the making. 6 years. Uncensored Net Noise's 6th anniversary bash. September 7th at the Foundry in Lakewood. Live on stage will be Morality Check, Kriya Diaz, Demons Within, and the show is hosted by comedian Josh Womack. And they're going to be broadcasting the show live. Tickets at the door are $5 for 21 and over, and $8 for under 21. Uncensored Net Noise's 6th annual birthday bash. Live at the Foundry in Lakewood. Brought to you by Cocaine Energy Supplement. All the dirt you need to know is at uncensorednetnoise.com. If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for 2, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web. LifestyleLimousineService.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. Cocaine Energy Supplement. Due to great consumer demand, Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous Cocaine Energy Supplement. It's now available at retail locations across the country, as well as online at ReduxDirect.com. That's ReduxDirect.com. Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network, where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world. Cocaine Energy Supplement. You can become a member. By logging on to lovecocaine.com. Peak 99 P99 Technologies.
Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating.
Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers.
That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999,
P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider.
Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee.
No questions asked.
For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence.
With honest and expert customer service.
P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
Rise above the clutter, brand your identity, and make a statement. Broken Fan Media. Expert video production, television and web commercials, music video, real estate tours, live concerts and events, state-of-the-art post-production, video and audio editing. Check us out on the web at brokenfanmedia.com. 434-944-0472. Broken Fan Media. The next generation of sight and sound.
Having problems with your home computer or business PC? Looking to have some upgrade work completed on your computer? Have a special project in mind that may be too much for you to undertake alone? Time to call
Joe the Printer Guy!
Joe the Printer Guy offers a full-service hardware and software repair center at his facility to handle your PC, server, and networking needs. Let their professional service staff handle your computer needs. They offer expert service at an affordable price. Visit Joe the Printer Guy at 14035 Madison Avenue, Lakewood, Ohio. Online, joetheprinterguy.com, or give him a call at 216-651-3880. Joe the Printer Guy.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com.
You're listening to MSC Radio Network, and like anything else on the internet, it runs on computers. Lots of computers. And you know, when you're dealing with computers, hard drives sometimes crash. That happened here at MSC, and you know what saved them? Rectiphy backup software. Don't believe us? Well, ask yourself this question. Are you backed up? Probably not. So don't be that guy and wait till it's too late. MSC did their research and tried tons of different backup programs and chose Rectiphy backup software. You know, peace of mind is priceless, and Rectiphy can give you and your computer system that peace of mind. Find out more at rectiphy.com. That's RECTIPHY.com.
Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits. A 99.5% uptime guarantee and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. User-friendly and ready to serve. MorningShowCentral.com.
We now return to the show that's better than 2 hours with a hooker. Well, better priced at least. Projekt X.
Now you're there, get to the website, ProjectXShow.com, Project spelled with a K.
Now with a C.
Backwards with a K.
Because we're awesome retarded.
Also, if you want to call 888-668-0742, toll-free worldwide. Before we continue with our MSN.com list of marriage rules you can break, girl.
Yes.
You have an idiot nominee.
I do. Hold on. My my computer.
You knew it was your turn.
I know. Well,
she was too busy playing with her damn phone.
I know. I was too busy playing Song Pop.
Disqualified.
Okay. Right out of Ohio, Tamila Grissett, 29 years old, was charged with obstructing official business after allegedly faking labor pains while under arrest. Police originally tracked Grissett down after she reportedly swiped over $1,000 in goods from a local Macy's. When they attempted to make the arrest, officers say the woman gave them a fake license. After police succeeded in confirming her real identity, Grissett allegedly threatened to kill one of the officers and file a false abuse complaint against him. And in case it still doesn't make sense to you, when the officers were not deterred from making the arrest, the suspect told them that she was in pain and experiencing pregnancy complications. Police transported Grissett to a nearby hospital. Once she was there, she made a run for it. The cops did soon recapture her, and they booked her. She is charged with escaping from custody, theft, aggravated menacing, and obstructing official business. It is still not clear whether or not she is pregnant. I don't know how it's not clear that she's not pregnant, but that's how it ends.
Well, once you start running from the cops, the last thing they're going to do is a pregnancy test on you when they take you into custody again.
Valid point.
I guess.
MSN.com.
We know this because we've tried.
I've never ran from the cops or been pregnant, so I wouldn't know.
List of 10 marriage rules they say you can break. Number 4. If you fight, you're headed for divorce.
Well, fighting's healthy.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, I was like, has anyone actually heard that? Because I'm pretty sure I've always heard the exact opposite.
I mean, I've heard 5-year-olds say it.
Well, I was gonna say, I think little kids when they go to school and Tommy's mom and dad have gotten a divorce and then they come home and a couple days later they're fighting. Little Tommy's like, "Oh no, you guys are gonna get divorced just like my friend." But other than that, I don't think adults think that.
Well, apparently MSN thinks adults think that. Barbara Bartline, again, who's an RN in what's an MSW? It's a Masters of what?
Southwest.
Sucking wang.
Wellness.
I think it makes as much sense
Sucking
as what
wang.
J5 said.
She says that
J5. Oh, you don't even really have to.
Research, science shows that couples who never fight are more likely to split.
We can find out. Intern, what does the... never mind, Pat's on it.
What? What'd you say?
You scared her again.
Yeah. How's your heart, by the way? Okay, good.
Apparently you can get an MSW online.
Yeah, Masters in Social Work.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, that's
so
who I'm
she
going
knows
to
about
trust.
fighting.
So yeah, I mean, I guess that
for a job.
That one's pretty obvious to all of us. I don't think there's any argument there. Like if you fight, it shows that you're still interested.
Mm-hmm. It depends on what you're fighting about.
There's still something to fight about, as opposed to if you don't fight.
If you're
you
fighting
don't care.
because you left the milk carton open overnight in the
you're
fridge, yeah. If you're fighting because you left your girlfriend's legs open overnight, then you might have a problem.
Then you're headed for divorce. Sure. I agree. That's
so we'll fly through that. Number 5: always put the kids first. Make your relationship top priority is better. Make your relationship top priority is better. That's not written,
no, that's exactly how it's written, though.
Okay, I think what they mean is that kids should be a close second to the actual relationship.
Well, sure, it's saying that you can break that put kids first. And then your relationship top priority is better than that. Children need to see you in charge to feel safer, more secure with parents who have a loving relationship.
I think that makes sense.
I think my kids are safe, though.
I don't know.
I actually got the kids. She was having a bad day the other day, so I convinced the kids to tickle her feet until she started laughing. She was. I mean, I think we're okay.
I, on the other hand, the other day we got steaks. That again, I was with my wife and her mother and our 7-year-old, so I got to grill the steaks. And for some reason, which I don't mind, I love grilling. And for some reason, Sam had lost her steak. I told her she was grounded from steak. She could have hot dogs.
Oh, no.
Just like in general. I thought you meant like she misplaced it.
That's what I thought. I was like, ew, in the house? It's probably rotting somewhere.
So I told her the only way to earn her steak back was to lick her mother.
Oh.
Jen was happy until I told her to lick her mother.
Jen was like, "This is come on!
I'm having such a great day. What the?" Yeah, I mean, I guess that one makes sense for me. It's weird how it's worded, so I'm not even going to go any further with that. Number 6, never sleep in separate beds. They say that you can break that. If one of you occasionally decamps to the next room, don't sweat it.
I don't know. I
Dude,
mean, I guess
no.
occasionally. I
There
mean,
are
like if
times
I'm
where-
sick or something, I don't. You know, I wouldn't necessarily want to sleep next to you.
There
but...
are times where it's necessary.
I'll tell you, early on in the marriage, the wife was all for the separate bed thing when it became a big phenomenon. But now she discovered for the exact same reason, she actually has trouble if I'm not there.
Right.
She had issue with my snoring and my breathing.
And that's exactly why I have moved rooms in the past.
And she discovered even before we were married, after a month or two of sleeping in the same bed, she realized that she now has trouble sleeping if she doesn't have that breathing and snoring next to her.
See, no, I got tired of getting punched in the ribs, so I used to sleep in a different room.
I gotta have noise when I sleep.
I do and I don't. I usually have TV or radio on.
I got a fan.
But I also have a wife who snoring decibel level is louder than the TV or radio that I listen to. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of times that I'll wake up in the middle of the night, just like I'm sleeping fine. I'll wake up in the middle of the night, and then especially if she's on her back, she's snoring like crazy. So I can't go back to sleep. So I'm constantly pushing her over onto her side and rolling her over onto the side.
I did that where I wish I was in a separate bed just because she fell asleep before me and fell asleep a little too left of center.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm trying to get into bed and lay on my side, and I have barely enough room.
I guess with us, it's kind of the same way. Like she has a problem sleeping. Like if I'm working at the Agora and I have a show that goes till 4 or 5 in the morning, and she tries to go to bed or wants to go to sleep for at least a little bit so she can see me when I get home from work. Like she has trouble falling asleep if I'm not there because we're so used to it after so long, and I have trouble falling asleep if she's not there. However, I also have trouble falling asleep if she is there at times. So.
Well, and that's the wife can fall asleep just fine without me there. But it's if I'm gone late.
Oh, she
wakes up.
Subconsciously.
Well, no, it's when she wakes up and she starts freaking because I'm not there then.
Right.
And not to go back to the previous part, not in a jealous way, just in a something happened.
Are you wrapped around a pole
okay?
somewhere?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think separate beds is okay. I don't think it's a stupid one. Number 7, partners should have the same hobbies.
Yes and no.
The Barbara Bartline chick says, without independence in a marriage, people feel trapped. Pursue your separate interests and find activities you both enjoy.
I think, and it seems to be what they're getting at with the final line, it needs to be a mix.
Yeah.
There should be hobbies that you do together, and I think it's perfectly healthy to have hobbies that you don't do together.
Golf, bowling, video games.
I had somebody tell me
together.
Fishing. He said, that's why guys take up fishing. I said, I'm not big on fishing, but, maybe golf. He said, the difference is you can do fishing for practically free.
Yeah.
And you're not getting any of that money. Whereas golf can be kind of expensive.
Oh, golf can be super expensive. My dad spends so much money on golf; it's ridiculous.
However, I think if you find a common activity, it should be like if it were golf for me. Like I haven't gone out in a couple of years, but I've grown up golfing. I'll golf every now and then, not for years I have, but I'll golf. And if that's a hobby that we want to pursue together, and I'm going to make, and I only say it because it's in their stupid little jokes that come from the prep site, but like on an episode of Everybody Loves Raymond, easy for me to say, Deborah wanted to do something together with Raymond. And she was like, well, golfing, you have so much fun when you're out golfing with your buddies. Maybe I'll try to take up golfing. And that's something we can do together. We can, we can bond over it. It can be an activity for us to do together, whatever else, blah, blah, blah. And it became a disaster because Deborah was terrible and she didn't know the words or the rules, and he was trying to teach her and explain things to her. That's like, it has to be a hobby that you guys find together, not one that you guys are already doing.
Or that skill level doesn't necessarily come into play.
Right. Like,
I'm a horrible golfer, so she can come out with me anytime she wants to.
Like if she's into, I don't know, acrobatic swimming. And she's been doing it for years.
You've been watching the Olympics.
No, I haven't been. I feel so bad I haven't been. But say she's into something like, say she's into trampoline. And she's been doing it for years, and I'm not in trampoline. I'm like, it's something that we're going to try together. She's going to get frustrated with me. I'm going to get frustrated because, she can usually do her trampoline thing, but now needs to slow down for me for the learning curve.
I'd be fine watching.
Find something together, and that's new, too, that neither of you guys have ever done because it's different. It adds variety.
And then it becomes your thing.
Right.
Connor, you already do that already.
Try like harpooning or something. What? trampoline.
No. You already do that with your wife with the infusion thing.
Oh, well, yeah.
I thought
together, right?
I thought he was going to go to the threesome route.
I thought he was going to actually say that too. No, you guys do have a hobby. It's threesomes.
You do have a hobby. You do something together. Other women.
It's a nice common ground. Number 8. If there's no spark, you're doomed.
Well, yeah.
Apparently, that doesn't sound like a rule, but I guess you can break it. Many still believe that when the spark dies out, it means they're in the wrong relationship and should seek something new. Long-term relationships survive on commitment and trust, out of which grows love.
I don't know. I've never had love or spark, so I don't know.
When the spark dies out, you're doomed. They're saying you can break that.
They're saying it's not terrible.
It's okay to feel comfortable.
If you don't have the spark.
Is that what that means? It's okay to feel comfortable? Just comfortable?
I suppose. Getting into a rut,
yeah,
perhaps. I think there needs to be some level of excitement still.
Yeah.
On some point, you know? You can't just sit and stare at each other all day, every day, and it's going to be okay. Like, eventually somebody's going to get sick of that. There would have to be something to keep you guys. I mean, not to say that your significant other isn't enough to keep you around.
Well, and that's the difference
between.
Get tedious. I think there's a difference between the spark dying out and I really hate being around you. Those are two very different categories.
Sure. Yeah. Number 9, boring is bad. A drama-filled relationship may feel exciting, but in the long run, it's not likely to be healthy.
I will say, to jump back, Lindsay said no spark means she's knocked up. I disagree.
Pat had lots of spark.
As do I.
Boring is bad. Drama-filled relationship may be exciting in society. So you can be boring. That's cool. You can do that.
But boring and predictable shouldn't be confused.
Yeah,
right.
I got again. Boring doesn't. They're equating boring to no drama, which is great. I agree.
I don't want a whole lot of it, but you do need some.
This one, the last, number 10, marriage rules you can break. You should have sex with your partner, and I like how they say partner, but then they say to make him happy. Why did they get away from the partner in that part and just say him? You should have sex with your partner to make him happy. Sex becomes yet another item on your to-do list, and you think you have to do it for the sake of your marriage and the happiness of your spouse, says the Lombardo broad. While neither of those reasons is wrong, they shouldn't be the only reasons. This is a constant fight in my house.
I'm sure.
This is a constant.
Well, fighting's good. See, so you're okay.
On the right track. Because, you know, there's times my wife does a lot. Okay. So there's time, and I want to do it 24/7. I always want to do it. I have a hot wife. We do it good. Together.
You're not 30 yet.
You know, I'm not 30 yet. So my sex drive is still there.
Well, you just started, so that
I was like, I'm 32.
Yeah, but dude, you've got like 16 years of catching up.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll give you that.
I always want to do it. So like if she's tired or she's had a long day or she's pissy, or I don't care. I still just want to do it. I'm not, even though in theory I understand why she doesn't want to.
What I don't get
It's not good enough for me. I want to do it.
Don't men ever get tired and have a long day and get a headache and just don't want to do it?
Yes. We get all of those things except the last part. At least I do. I don't care if it's the crappiest day I've had in my life and I have a migraine and anything else and my knee hurts. I still want to do it.
I guarantee. And it's not.
You just don't want the knee to be involved.
I may not instigate it in that issue.
You're just not going to turn it down.
But exactly, if she was like, "Hey, all right,"
that's when you do the work.
Exactly.
I'll show up.
I'm going to lay here, but let's go.
Because then, like, you know,
I'll be the foreman.
I'll do my my little hints that aren't so subtle.
Like, hey, can we have sex now?
Yeah. Like, you know,
I was thinking more along the physical aspect, just the poking.
This would go a lot faster if you took your underwear off.
That's happened.
He gets on Facebook for that, poking.
That's happened. But no, like if we don't have sex for a couple days or whatever, I'll be like, so like if I'm angry or if I say something mean to her or whatever, she's like, oh, well, why do you gotta whatever? And I'm like, well, if I had a wife that would have sex with me every once in a while, then maybe I wouldn't be like that. Or if I say or do something.
Now that's just a terrible idea. Yeah, I haven't been married a year, and I'm like, and now you're gonna wait even longer.
Well, that's what she does. She's like, you know, it doesn't make it any easier to want to jump on you when you're just doing that, because then it becomes, like it says in the article, it's a chore. Like, it would just let it happen if it's going to happen. And I'm like, well, if it would happen, then I would just let it happen, and I wouldn't say anything about it. And it's this complete merry-go-round for about 15 minutes until we end up not doing it.
Here is a rule.
So we end up still. No.
Here's a rule coming from a one-time divorcee. Poking the bear is never okay.
But if I could poke the bear every once in a while, it wouldn't be a problem.
And I'm sure she has no problem with you poking the bear. It's her that she has a problem with.
And with a euphemism like that, I can't figure out why it's your ex.
Yeah, I can't. Can't even imagine. Where did that go wrong?
Right around the bear.
Around the poking part?
The bear trap.
So while they say, that you can break you should have sex with your partner to make them happy, I absolutely think you should. Especially if there's nothing else, there's no problems going on. Like,
of course, because you're a man.
Like, I hate that you washed my socks wrong, so if you have sex with me, then I'll be happy. I don't think that's okay. But if I'm like, man, it's a really terrible day, I just want to do it, and I'll be happy. Not. Help your partner enjoy their life.
You know what's even worse than that,
Help brighten things up.
You bored? I'm bored.
All right, let's go. I'd be okay with that. Take a short break.
Nothing on TV.
When we come back, I'm going to vote on idiot nominees. Girl sent over this manscaping thing, and I want to read it only because I saw the term Brotox.
Brotox.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about 6 beauty treatments that, or if I'm Ricky Ricardo, treatments that men are getting. And then we'll leave. You'll listen to Project X.
Oh, great. Not another farm bill request. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/Morning Show Central. Denying one farm bill request at a time. It's been 6 years in the making. 6 years. Uncensored Net Noise's 6th anniversary bash. September 7th at the Foundry in Lakewood. Live on stage will be Morality Check, Kriya Diaz, Demons Within, and the show is hosted by comedian Josh Womack. And they're going to be broadcasting the show live. Tickets at the door are $5 for 21 and over and $8 for under 21. Uncensored Net Noise's 6th annual birthday bash. Live at the Foundry in Lakewood. Brought to you by Cocaine Energy Supplement. All the dirt you need to know is at uncensorednetnoise.com. If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for 2, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web. LifestyleLimousineService.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com. Cocaine Energy Supplement. Due to great consumer demand, Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous Cocaine Energy Supplement. It's now available at retail locations across the country, as well as online at ReduxDirect.com. That's ReduxDirect.com. Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network, where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world. Cocaine Energy Supplement. You can become a member. By logging on to lovecocaine.com. Heat 99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
Rise above the clutter, brand your identity, and make a statement. Broken Fan Media. Expert video production, television and web commercials, music video, real estate tours, live concerts and events, state-of-the-art post-production, video and audio editing. Check us out on the web at brokenfanmedia.com. 434-944-0472. Broken Fan Media. The next next generation of sight and sound.
Having problems with your home computer or business PC? Looking to have some upgrade work completed on your computer? Have a special project in mind that may be too much for you to undertake alone? Time to call
Joe the Printer Guy!
Joe the Printer Guy offers a full-service hardware and software repair center at his facility to handle your PC, server, and networking needs. Let their professional service staff handle your computer needs. They offer expert service at an affordable price. Visit Joe the Printer Guy at 14035 Madison Avenue, Lakewood, Ohio. Online, joetheprinterguy.com, or give him a call at 216-651-3880. Joe the Printer Guy.
What is it? It was hot. It's everything in between with your host, Von Erich. Everything in between. Nothing gets me more excited. Monday nights, right here on MorningShowCentral.com.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com. You're listening to MSC Radio Network, and like anything else on the internet, it runs on computers. Lots of computers. And you know, when you're dealing with computers, hard drives sometimes crash. That happened here at MSC. And you know what saved them? Rectiphy backup software. Don't believe us? Well, ask yourself this question. Are you backed up? Probably not. So don't be that guy and wait till it's too late. MSC did their research and tried tons of different backup programs and chose Rectiphy backup software. You know, peace of mind is priceless, and Rectiphy can give you and your computer system that peace of mind. Find out more at rectify.com. That's RECTIPHY.com.
The adrenaline rush.
All you need to do is feel it.
The thrill of victory.
Winning is the only option. The only option. The only option.
And all the locker room chatter.
No. Wrong. Game over.
Get high on sports. Every Monday night at 9 p.m. Want to know everything going on with the Browns, the Cavs, the Indians, even the Monsters? These guys know it.
You have the most amazing effect on people.
You know why? They're high on sports. Monday night at 9 p.m.
Then I am in.
On MorningShowCentral.com.
Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits. A 99.5% uptime guarantee and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. From the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio, you're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network.
All right, there gets the website, ProjectXShow.com, project spelled with a K.
Now let's see.
There was a K.
Because we're awesome retarded.
Also, if you want to call 888-668-0742, toll-free worldwide, we will recap our idiot nominees, and then Lindsay can vote after we talk about our story. Pat.
Mine comes to us from Jackson, Michigan, where 36-year-old Lance Laird was sentenced for 57 days after testing positive for cocaine while on probation. The judge pointed out that he would likely miss the upcoming election for sheriff. This was important because Laird was one of the candidates for the upcoming election of sheriff of Jackson County. He went on to say that he's pretty sure that someone put stuff in his stuff. Putting stuff in his things.
So unprofessional.
The audio that he offered up that was supposed to basically prove as much was completely inaudible to anyone else in the courtroom. The essence of the recording, as he said, was the woman saying, "Yeah, I put stuff in your shit."
3.
He never used any of the words cocaine or drugs in his allegations against the woman. His attorney was not present in the courtroom. He said she had another hearing, and apparently his main campaign promise is to, if he was elected sheriff, throw in jail prosecutors and judges who violate people's rights and use plea deals as instruments of coercion. Of course, he having previously pled guilty to domestic assault.
Mine comes from Weymouth, which is somewhere in the UK. A woman was rescued from her Market Street apartment from a fire that broke out around 11 p.m. A spokeswoman for the fire department said that the fire was extinguished quickly, and the woman in the apartment that the fire broke out in was led to safety by other occupants. The spokeswoman also added that the fire broke out when the woman tried to dry 2 pairs of underwear and 2 pairs of socks in her microwave. Johnny 5.
Mine was the guy who decided to drive a collectible late 80s Ferrari on a range-slicked highway a little bit too fast and basically ripped off the entire passenger side.
Girl.
Mine is right out of Ohio, good old Hamilton County. 29-year-old Tamila Grissett, after stealing a little over $1,000 in goods from Macy's, she was arrested. She gave them a fake driver's license, and she told the cops she was going to kill them. And then she told the cops that she was in labor and experiencing pregnancy pains, which was not true.
There you are, Lindsay. Science in the UK has showed, they did a survey and it shows that there's been a 66% increase in the number of men visiting beauty salons in the last year alone. Apparently, that Morgan Spurlock character, who did he did Super Size Me, right? Same guy.
Yeah.
And the FX show 30 Days.
Right. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He has a documentary that he made called Mansome, where he explores this phenomenon, if you will, of this manscaping, if you will.
It looks incredibly interesting, actually.
A dermatologist in New York City, Eric Schweiger, says that men have been requesting procedures like Botox and laser treatments more and more because it's become less taboo for them to get these services, and many even have wives and girlfriends encouraging them to do it. He estimates patients in his practice to be about 60% women, 40% men, mostly in their early 30s. Here's 6 of the most popular appointments that men are making these days. Brotox.
No.
Rumors have been rampant that Tom Cruise gets regular Botox injections to look as young as Katie Holmes. It doesn't matter anymore, I guess. So, Botox, number 1.
Yeah, let's inject toxin into your face.
The fact that maybe I was just raised a little too old school. I work hard for my wrinkles. I worked hard to get to 32.
Sure, they're the notches in your feather.
Exactly. Or, yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Dermal fillers. You're going to have to fill me in. What is this, girl? What's a dermal filler?
I have no idea what this is.
I have no idea what a dermal filler. I'm something like
it's a skin
something
filler.
with your face. Yeah, probably like to smooth it out, to make it look.
This says
so you're all smooth everywhere.
It says something about women not being the only ones that want to look younger by plumping their faces. Oh, dermal fillers are injected into the skin and subcutaneous tissue to treat facial folds and wrinkles to replace volume that has been lost in order to give patients a more youthful appearance.
So, collagen injections, basically.
Essentially, it's something being injected into your wrinkles.
Again,
right.
I worked hard for mine.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they can be used to fill in smile lines and to lower eyelids to decrease the appearance of dark circles under the eye.
And you can get it at CVS for $20.
Really? Like the syringe?
Well, no, they have derma filler. I'm looking online. They got the filler right here online for $20 at CVS.
Provide your own syringe.
Or you can go to Home Depot and $5 get some spackle.
Exactly.
Say get a big old tub of caulk.
Hey guys, can I cut in here breaking news?
Oh yes, breaking news!
Winky smiley face just accepted my friend request.
Oh, so now you can see his whole life.
Yeah, now I can see his whole life. Apparently he got married.
Oh,
no, he didn't get married.
He's been married.
He's been married. He just updated his Facebook status.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Since he's
and
new
he
to
wants to see me in a bikini in all caps.
Gross.
I know.
Guys are getting laser treatments.
And if you're winky smiley face, preferably on your eyes, so you never see that sight.
Now, the first one I understand to remove unwanted tattoos, okay? But also to fix a botched hair transplant
What?
And most commonly to erase acne scars. That Schweiger guy says the most effective treatment for severe acne scarring is the fractional CO2 laser, which pokes microscopic holes in the skin to stimulate the production of new collagen to fill in the acne scars and create smoother skin.
Is this would this be like the laser hair removal? Would that count also?
I would have to assume so, yeah.
I'm completely cool with that.
On dudes?
Yeah. Dude, I'd do it. Can
they do it on your face?
Yes, they can.
If they can do it on your face, then I'd be cool with it.
That's what I'm saying. I would be absolutely cool with that, as well as my back.
I don't have that problem.
$159 right now. You can get
Give it time. Back sack and crack, dude. Imagine never having to shave any of that again.
I don't want to laser my balls.
I was gonna say laser.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Man.
I've been shaving my
Wait
balls.
till you're done having kids.
Like
I'm done.
Yeah, he's done.
Okay.
Trust me, this is gonna help him be done.
Okay, well then do it.
Like I've been shaving my balls for a long time, and there's still a little bit of nerves that you just don't want to cut. Sticking a laser down there, I don't think I can bring myself.
If we found someone to do it, would you actually do it?
Get my balls lasered?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I'll shave for the rest of my life. I don't care. Not my balls.
J5.
I'd do it.
Would you?
Yep.
I'm gonna find somebody.
Oh, I got the willies just thinking about it.
I'm kind of getting the willies thinking about it.
Tanning. Guys are tanning all the time now.
That's so 2008. I'm over anybody tanning.
They're still doing it.
But have you seen Tanning Mom? Now that she's gone pale?
No, I haven't seen her now that she's gone pale.
Actually a semi-attractive woman.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
Pale tanning mom?
Pale tanning mom.
Huh.
I wouldn't say she's not like somebody to kill over, but she's reasonably normal looking.
It's the best Indian name ever.
She's a semi-attractive woman.
Number 5, they say waxing.
Again, I'd rather have laser, dude.
Most common cosmetic things that guys are doing to themselves these days. It says typically when it comes to men, they usually want to replace hair that's falling out, much like Jeremy Piven has done, not remove it. But lately things have changed. It's hard to forget that scene in 40-Year-Old Virgin where Steve Carell gets waxed. But it's more common than you think. In fact, men are getting their chests waxed, eyebrows shaped, and surprisingly even bikini waxes on a regular basis.
And my argument is this. I can go through the pain of laser treatment one time on my nuts, or have them waxed God knows how many times. I'm going to stick with laser.
A woman says, this lady who owns a spa in New York City says, we have a lot of male clients who typically get their backs, chest, shoulders, neck, and even Brazilian bikini waxes. I'm not going to lie. I've had my eyebrows waxed numerous times.
So have I.
Have you really waxed your eyebrows?
My sister wanted to practice. So
yeah, I had an ex that was a cosmetologist or whatever the hell they call themselves, and she used to do it for me all the time. And to this day, still, my wife plucks mine for me, and shapes them for me.
Well, plucking I can see.
Number 6, cosmetic dentistry. Veneers are common among. See, this is not like everybody does this. Who cares about dudes? This isn't like a chick thing.
Yeah,
common among male Hollywood actors who have $1 million paychecks relying on their movie star looks. Perfect smiles are also trickled into mainstream. Blah blah blah. Whatever. That's pretty normal. What's this?
What?
Breaking news.
Breaking news. I have to go to.
Oh, is this pale tanning mom?
Yeah.
You should probably talk.
I know. I was thinking about it, but I just. Chris, vote.
Otter.
Johnny 5, vote. No, girl, vote.
Pat.
I went down to order. Johnny 5, vote.
You.
Pat, vote.
Johnny 5.
I vote for girl. Did we get
Yeah,
a
I
chat?
got Lindsay's, yeah.
Drum roll, please. This week's Idiot of the Week winner is
Otter. Lindsay voted for you.
Yes.
I just love that at this point I'm so in your head about the vote that you sit there and try to figure out every possible equation that could have happened that would have my vote would have resulted in.
I'll tell you what, considering what she looked like really tan, that's not that bad.
I gotta say that's not bad,
dude.
She looks like slightly middle-aged Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like a Chelsea Handler, I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like an aged, like a Chelsea Handler that tanned a lot and didn't take care of her skin.
Sure. I mean, she's still kind of trailer parky, but definitely 100 times better than what she was.
Mm-hmm.
Let's finish.
Please.
Oh, yeah.
Every week now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fine with that.
I want to thank everybody who participated in the show and listened.
Lindsay.
You can catch the show in its entirety on morningshowcentral.com on the 24-hour live feed, or tomorrow morning-ish on ProjectXShow.com in the archive section where it's available for download or live playback. You can find us on iTunes. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/PXShow. Follow us on Twitter at Projekt X Show. Also, you can hear the podcast on Stitcher, iTunes. We'll be back next week.